So why radio drama? Isn't that so early last century?
It is, but we wanted to try and, well, first of all, we wanted to create a space for artists and particularly playwrights and sound designers to come in and work in a writer's room, what you would think is a television writer's room, so that they could, sort of check their authorial egos at the door and write as a team and write and create stories together and go off and pitch stories to each other and come back and create one piece of radio theater as a team, which is becoming a more useful skill for writers as they develop their careers in the entertainment business now to write in sort of television settings. And then in terms of us as a production company, we wanted to reach a whole new audience and reach out to a podcast listening audience, a commuter audience, a larger metropolitan audience with our theater work. And this was a way to try and do that. And we wanted to explore taking our theater aesthetic to an entirely different medium.
Okay, Mutt, it looks like you have a whole salad bowl of sound effects materials there.
Yes.
Did you come just ready to play Stump the Foley Artist, or do you have some things that you want to demonstrate for us?
These are all for demonstration. The Stump the Foley Artist was a surprise, I think I have to say.
Okay, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
But what have you got there? I mean...
well, I've got a tomato, I've got a bunch of celery, I've got a couple raw eggs, and I've got some lychee nuts.
I hope you don't break the raw eggs all over a brand new carpet here.
We will try not to do that.
But
no promises.
What are you going to do?
Well, I guess the first one we can do is let's do the tomato. Yeah,
let's do the tomato.
Tomato, yeah. It's a simple thing. It's actually our director did this in a previous production. It's basically just crushing a tomato in your hand, and it makes some really great, disgusting sounds. And
we did it to sort of represent an infectious disease growing on someone's body. You sort of hear all the gushy...
Yeah, like a big nasty boils and stuff like that.
It's like the H1N1 tomato?
Exactly. Right, and it had to be a beefsteak tomato. Had to be the sort of we discovered by using different sized tomatoes and different kinds that the beefsteak was the best for.
So are you going to do this?
Sure.
Do we have a portable sink or something to do it over?
We have a cardboard box.
Videotaping this, by the way, so you will be able to see this on our website later this afternoon.
All right. So let me just try and aim this a little bit down so it won't get too nasty all over the carpet. And here we go.
So what dialogue am I imagining here, Andy?
You're imagining a lady of the night in the 19th century talking about a disease because there was no sewage system in New York City, a disease sort of crawling all over her skin. And if you can imagine another 6 performers all doing this at the same time in their mic, so you had 7 tomatoes all at once making this squishy noise, and it's growing and it's growing.
And don't forget the pudding.
Oh, right, and there's pudding, too. There's usually chocolate pudding that's sort of supplementing all of this.
And the Jell-O.
And the Jell-O that we used to make every night, a pan of Jell-O, just to make more and more gushy noises. It's pretty fantastic.
And for the 3 listeners who are still with us after imagining that image, I'm pretty sure you could fire up your MacBook Pro, Mutt, open Pro Tools, and come up with a really realistic-sounding horse clopping or something. So why go to low tech and hit 2 coconuts together? What's the appeal?
Well, it was actually about the visual fun of doing the show and to do it live. I actually do normally do the Pro Tools route myself, but for this experience, it was fun. It was fun to just be up there, and I mean, I'm middle aged almost, and it's fun to play with food.
And where can people actually see this?
Well, we do. We just finished up doing 3 performances of this, and we hope to always do it in front of a live audience, and not necessarily only on Halloween, but we kind of want to be a young, hip Prairie Home companion with this, and do this in front of a live audience. We did it at the Cherry Pit. We have a residency at the Cherry Lane Theaters this year, and we're hopefully going to do a few more in the coming months. But the Halloween obviously lends itself to the best kind of sound effects.
That's true.
All right, now, here's another sound that you brought.
Yes.
Why don't you do that? Let's not tell people how you're going to do it, but this is a good Halloween sound that you're going to do, right?
Okay, sure.
This is... Oh, this is a good one.
And Andy, you can do the dialogue here, so we
I'm
know
not
the
an actor.
context.
Oh,
Come
God.
on, give us something. What's
All
the
right, you
context?
ready?
What kind of thing would be going on?
Which one are you doing? The break, the neck, or the
Fingers.
The fingers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
It's someone
no,
eating
not
someone
me.
else's fingers. So they're going to snap them off.
Finger food for
Finger food.
Halloween.
Oh. 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 Stop, no. Oh.
Job is
It's
healthy
a good,
too.
yeah, it was a good
What was
thud.
that? Healthy too?
Yeah.
Because now you're eating the celery.
Yep.
So that was as simple as some celery stalks.
Yep.
Mutt consumed a lot of fresh produce over the course of the run, which was great.
And hard-boiled eggs.
He
too.
looks really good now, too, so.